Hello, and in this video we are going to learn how to create a table of contents in Word. Now when it comes to table of contents, lots of us get worried a lot because it never behaves the way we want it. So what usually happens is that we could be finishing off our document and then comes the table of content part, which could take several hours. So in this video I'm going to show you a faster and simple method to create automatic table of contents in Word. Now there's one thing that you'll need to keep in mind is that if you want to create table of contents, you must use styles. Now, what is style? Style means the formatting that is applied to a particular set of text. For example, usually if you don't specify, then Word will automatically assume that the style is normal. But actually for the introduction, we know that it is a heading. So as soon as you finish typing introduction, you should go to style and click on heading 1. Okay, so now research method and strategy is also a major heading. So we're also going to click it as heading 1 and then reference, also heading 1. Now sources of data is a subheading. So click on this and select heading 2 and then do so for all the level number 2 headings. So basically all the subheadings. And then under sources of data, there will be primary data and secondary data. This could be under heading level 3. So right click on this and then select heading 3. But now we have a problem is that all the headings takes on the blue color and I don't want it to be all blue. I want it to be of different colors. So it is easier to distinguish between different levels of heading. So in this case it's quite simple. Just select a sample heading level 1 and then just change it to, let's say, red. And then once you have done that, click on heading 1, right click and select update heading 1 to match selection. And you can see that all the heading level 1 has been changed to red, which is easier to see. Now heading level 2, sources of data, we could keep it as blue. But for heading number 3, primary and secondary, I don't want it to be also blue. I want it to take on a different color. So in this case, just click on any heading level 3. Let's go to color and change it to black. Now make it bold and maybe make the font size smaller. Okay, and again right click on heading number 3 and select update heading 3 to match selection. And all the heading number 3 will be black and bold. Now next, we will need to add automatic numbering to all the headings. So we want introduction to be 1 and then research method and strategy to be 2 and then sources of data belongs to this heading level. So we want it to be 2.1 and then primary to be 2.1.1 for example. Okay, now please don't try to do it manually. A better alternative is to click on any of the heading. Then go to multi-level list, click on the drop-down arrow and then just select the one new one from the list library. So in this case, I'm going to select this one and it's done. Now the beauty of this method is that whenever you add a new heading or subheading, the whole numbering will be automatically updated. For example, I'm going to add a new heading below introduction. So here I'm going to add project management plan. Okay, click on this and select heading number 1 and you can see that as soon as I click on heading 1, then project management plan will take on the heading level as heading number 2 and then research method and strategy will be automatically updated to number 3 and all the subheadings below it will be automatically updated. So for example here I'm going to add another subheading that is called sampling. And let's see what happens. So sampling is heading number 2 and that's it. It's very easy and effective. So now that we have already linked all the headings to a style, let's go ahead and insert a new table of contents. First, let's go ahead and insert a new page break because usually the table of contents will be on a separate page. Okay, now let's go to reference, go to table of contents, and then just click on the one that you want. So I'm going to click on automatic table 2 here. Yep, and it looks good. So now let's try to add a few dummy tags. Okay, I'm going to add a few dummy tags here and there to see if the table will be working properly. Okay, and then reference equal range 10 So now whenever we add more content to our report, all we need to do is to right click on the table of content and select update fields. And here I'm going to select update page number only because we did not create any headings and subheadings. And you can see that the page number in the table of contents has already been updated. Now let's go ahead and add a few more headings and subheadings, and let's see how it is reflected in the table of contents. So before reference, I'm going to add a new heading as recommendation. Okay, and it could be heading number 1. All right, and below recommendation, I'm going to add 2 subheadings. For example, technology and talent. Okay, so this could be heading number 2. All right. Okay, and here I'm going to add a few dummy tags below technology. So equal rand 5. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and update our table of contents. So update. Now in this case, because we have added a few heading and subheadings, so let's click on the second option, which is update entire table. All right, and you can see that the table content has been updated to reflect the new headings and subheading, which is recommendation and technology and talent, and also the page numbering has already been updated as well. All right, so this looks good. That's it for now. Happy learning and see you in the next video.